It is I, Adam Amoeba, your friendly neighborhood wolf man, and we are here for the 6th installment in our special summer series we call the Campfire Stories Special Summer Series. So, we have two people we haven't heard from in a while on this show. We've been listening to their tracks, but we haven't had them in the booth in quite some time. So I'm super excited to get straight to it. They will be coming up, and that is legendary local hip-hop aficionados Versa and HemLo of Farsighte Music coming up right after this. Stay tuned. But I'll give you a moment to tune in because we have a very special event tonight. It's our 6th installment in the Campfire Summer Series, a special event that we're doing where we share the spooky tales of our friends and loved ones as they come and share in some flames and some treats around a fire, just like the good old days, just like summer is meant to be spent. And today we have special guest Versa and special guest Chill AF HemLo in the house. How you guys doing?
Hey, how's it going?
What up, Adam?
I am doing very well. Thank you for being here. Let me just get a quick, go ahead and identify yourself with names so we know who we are talking to. Versa, go ahead first. Say hi to the listening folks at home.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Versa. Happy to be here.
Excellent. And HemLo coming up.
What up, Boise? What up, you beautiful listeners? This is HemLo.
All right. So now you know who they are. If you tuned in back for, what episode was that? Episode 81. We had a Farsighte special music event when we met all the members of Farsighte. It has since grown, but you were two of the gentlemen who joined us that evening. We haven't seen you since. We've been playing some of your tracks.
Word.
And it's a pleasure to see you guys. How have you been in the almost 4 months since? No, gosh, that was February.
Oh man, it was a pleasure then, and it's a pleasure now.
What have you guys been doing? A lot's been changing in your lives. I know you guys are working on music. You guys are setting them up, knocking them down. You're young cats. You're in that phase of life, making a lot of moves. What's been up in 6 months or so?
For sure. You know, a lot of the same old. Always working on new stuff. Some big plays hopefully coming in the future.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll get to that. I definitely want to talk to HemLo because I hear there's some projects in the works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how public they are or if they're just kind of behind the scenes, but I've heard whispers around just the friends I keep in the Farsighte circle. They've been talking. These streets be talking. How about you, Versa? What have you been up to lately?
Oh yeah, man. You know, HemLo's been cooking over here. I know that for sure. But I've been also working. Ever since I finished my degree, I have had a lot more time to focus on my personal music, and I got a rap tape coming up, and I got a kind of like indie alt pop type thing coming up.
Yeah.
You know,
type shimmy. Yeah.
Type
shimmy and shake.
Shimmy and shake,
That's what we call them these days. We're putting you on if you don't know, if you're new to the area, when something's a real banger, kind of like an underground bop, but we don't want it to go mainstream too quick. We call it a shimmy and shake just to code it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go viral, it doesn't pop before, we know what to do with this thing.
Well, and it's a lot of stuff you can shimmy and shake to, so I'm excited to share it.
I like the alliteration there. We're sharing, shimmying, shaking. We're doing it all the time. Excellent. Well, that's great, guys. And you touched on a few things I definitely want to get into later, just to catch up and hear about it. Your school, your projects, things like that. First of all, let's talk about some music because we already heard a couple tracks from you guys. Listeners at home, most recently we heard Morticia from HemLo.
Yeah.
Dark. Before that, we heard Womp from Versa and another friend of the show, Wishy 6K, who's in the house, although being silent.
Shout out Wishy over here.
A
6K.
shadow. Yes, and behind the scenes in a support role this evening. Before that, you guys had a collaboration that was both of you on the track Mamacita, which I've loved since the minute I heard it. I knew that I would be putting that one into regular rotation and that it's something I listen to for myself, when I'm at home. Would you be willing to offer a translation for a certain part of that song?
Oh yeah,
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
So if you guys remember, go ahead and refresh their memory. That was the first track we played tonight, so maybe they weren't initiated just quite yet, or they were like, whoa, what is this? And perhaps they hadn't checked out the chat. If you are interested, by the way, check out the chat at radioboise.org. Go to the chat and live playlist button, and we'll keep it updated with all the links that you can go directly to these tracks if you're interested in learning more. So we're talking about Mamacita right now. Second half was, go ahead, HemLo, tell us about it.
Yeah, so I threw a little bit of some Spanish in there just because I think for this song in particular, it really kind of sent it. And
I think that's the most Spanish that I know.
is
that verse.
Well, so, all right, so let's clarify. So, Versa, you wrote it?
No, I did not. Absolutely not. No,
okay.
That's just the longest, amount of sentences that I can speak in Spanish, and it's only because HemLo wrote it, and I love the song so much. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, right on. All right.
So now he's got the game. He's got the game ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I know what to say, and that's the whole point of this song. It's a fun kind of party track off Parlor Tricks, which is, sheesh, I'd say 3 years old now. It's crazy. Like 3.5.
Around there, yeah.
So you're 3 years deep. You got this. You got your whole bit down. You got it. And you've had success with this?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think both HemLo and I have developed a lot just over time. I feel like each year we bring progression to our styles and new tastes to what we're putting out and what we're working on. And
Is it?
Yeah.
Are we still talking about your love life or your music?
Oh, both, brother. Both, Got to keep it interesting.
I thought we were talking about the ladies, and then you got very professional and very.
Oh yeah.
Respect.
Keep it clean, bro. FCC and all.
No, Lo, give him the translation.
If there's any, before we get any further, but if there's any singles out there, you heard how he presents himself. Almost like it's a job interview, so hit him up in the chat. We'll be watching Versa. That's VERSA, Versa. That's the sexy voice on 2 of 3 of the tracks we've heard already, and the one you're listening to right now. HemLo, what was that Spanish? Teach me, please.
Yeah. Let me give you a little lesson. So what's funny is these some of these guys actually had me translate this for them after I dropped it or whatever, but. Basically, this is a very romantic kind of track. So this is just spitting some game in Spanish, but basically it's like, what's up, cutie? I see you eyeing me. I guess it's true. I got obsessed without even trying. With those eyes you're looking at me, I'm afraid that I'll get lost. Come with me, I'll take you to the ceiling. We'll get lost. That's the Spanish bit. It's way smoother in Spanish. English is it not hitting the same way that it does in Spanish.
It hits different, but I like it. Both. English, it would have worked on me. I'll say that much. If I were unexpecting or perhaps just getting crunk in a club somewhere and you came around the corner, I don't know, maybe there's a fog machine, you're looking good as you usually do.
No.
I'm a bit tipsy as I usually am, and one thing leads to another. You start spitting that game at me. It's I'm gonna throw some play your way. We're gonna talk. All right, well, let's get back to some more music and some more love tips. We got Versa, we got HemLo, the 2 gentlemen swooning hearts, both on the dance floor and now over the airwaves from right here in our humble home studio of KRBX Radio Boise. We're keeping it legit, we're keeping it underground, and we'll be right back with more from Versa and HemLo. Tonight we have Versa and HemLo with us. Versa, I feel comfortable around. He's cool. I'd let him, watch my kids, attend a barbecue where my family was present. He's a guy I would call if my car broke down. HemLo, I wouldn't speak in the same regard. HemLo scares me a little bit. HemLo is not going to come back with that car.
Probably not.
HemLo's got some skeletons in his closet. I can tell. Some he puts into his music, as we heard earlier. You might have heard it sounded like it was a love song, but if you listen closely, there was a lot of biting and scratching and bleeding. So I apologize. We probably should have given you a warning. If you do have young ones staying up and listening, we know this is a family program, and frankly, you've come to expect better from us. So I apologize to anyone who may have been scared. But that was Icor. Is that how you say that, HemLo?
Not how I say it.
How do you say it?
Iker.
Iker? What
Yeah.
does Iker mean?
That's not correct, but Iker is the blood of the gods.
Good gravy. Come on. You got to warn people before you're going to say stuff like that on air, man. We're community radio. There's people that, this is their first time staying up past midnight, for goodness gracious. I'm going to check out what this KRBX thing is.
No,
the blood of the gods.
I apologize for absolutely nothing.
Whoa, and then he doubles down. All right. Versa, help me here. Versa...
I can't control him.
For legal purposes, by the way, that song is purely a work of fiction and poetic license.
Okay, so run me down some of the lyrics then, because what's one of them? Go ahead. You wrote it.
What's a clean one?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. All right. Well, if you guys are curious, just watch a rated R vampire movie and imagine HemLo in the lead role. And that was Iker. What is it? And Iker means the blood of the gods just in general? Is it a specific god?
No, the blood of the gods. And it's just a general kind of analogy for bodily fluid, because this is kind of a dirty track.
This is not what we talked about off air, HemLo. Versa, been on any picnics lately?
Yeah, a real nice one. There was real lush grass.
Yeah.
There was some butterflies.
Now that's what hip hop's about.
Some sunshine.
Yeah. Cook. Go on, brother.
I mean, I saw a caterpillar. I saw every stage of the butterfly, actually.
Sounds very nice.
I saw a caterpillar, I saw a cocoon.
Metamorphosis.
And I saw a butterfly.
It's called the chrysalis.
I shouldn't be able to see them all at once, but it was there. It was like each stage of life unfolding before me.
Transcension of time.
Absolutely. And then there was HemLo.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
What did HemLo do?
Too.
Did he eat a baby? Oh, gosh.
He came from the shadows.
Gosh dang it. It's a good thing we keep making more every day. At least Versa does. Heyo.
Heyo. Shout out to my daughter.
So this is how you guys work. You just balance each other. You offset.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get it. Wow. All right. I apologize to anyone listening who may not be accustomed. You are now listening to Tree City 1 a.m. If this is your first time, welcome.
Won't be your last.
No, not after conversations like these.
Better not be.
We're going to have our own Boise, Idaho Pizzagate by the time we're done, and it's underneath HemLo's house. Wait,
Right next to the altar.
you guys lived together at one point, is that correct?
We did, actually. That's
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
started
yeah.
making music together, shortly after we started living together.
That's the origin story.
What have you seen, Versa? What have
More
you
like,
seen?
what has he seen?
You don't have to say it on air if it's going to incriminate you, but perhaps we should just clear the air publicly now that you were not involved or responsible
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah, I claim negligence to attention and.
Wait, no, don't. No. Whoa, you guys, I'm trying to help you guys. Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to turn their mics lower for a minute while we talk about things that you can do to support KRBX Radio Boise. You can mail a donation to 1020 West Main Street in Boise, Idaho, 83702. You can visit us at radioboise.org and hit the Donate Now button or on the Learn Ways to Support button. Or you can always call us. I wouldn't recommend us calling us right now because I won't answer. I'm busy talking with these guys. Feel free to send money if you'd like to hear more quality radio. And HemLo's only going to be on for this episode, I promise. So now I'm bringing up the mics
I'm a break
once
in.
again.
Free HemLo.
Oh, man.
I'll
Now,
be back.
I have been playing plenty of your music over the time since we last saw HemLo more than Versa, admittedly, and that is
Appreciate you.
that is not by design. That's actually something that I regret. So I hope to correct that tonight by focusing especially on getting some of your newer tracks played. We're going to have some of that coming up after the top of the hour. And apologies to Versa for not getting as many plays as I'd like, because honestly, you are one of my favorite musicians, locally or otherwise. Your songs themselves, we were talking a little bit about having game. Your songs themselves seem like they might help me score some points with a lady or two, or a gentleman, or somewhere in between, depending on whatever I'm interested in.
We don't judge.
When I'm playing a Versa track, it's modular in its targeting. So,
Hey man, I appreciate you for playing Versa at all. You know what I mean? That support means more than you know.
well, yeah, no, and honestly, the reason now let me correct myself a little bit in that both of you guys were featured, and I really took some time in my curation of the 420 mixtape that dropped out. 420.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
24/7 dropped back in April. But to be honest, the reason we haven't featured Versa as much as I would like to is that you've got and that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. You've got a really cool groove about your music that sets you apart from Farsighte, and makes you unique, even though you're cohesive in the group. Both of you have very unique voices within the greater whole. And these other guys are hard. These guys are like doing work. They're in the streets every day. You got Rodazay, every time I see him, he's aged another year. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
that guy can grow a beard for me if I needed him to. He'd be like tomorrow, and send it to me in an email somehow. But you guys are different, and HemLo, we've had a lot of your tracks in because of that dark vibe. Versa, you got that groovy, that kind of swagger about your music. So tell me a little bit about this origin story with you, and kind of I know this isn't the only thing that you do. You're very versatile in your music, no pun intended. That might be what the inspiration behind your name. Tell me about some other things. You've been working on a video game or something? What is this?
Yeah.
And how do you explain that different vibe that you do bring to the Farsighte table?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. to touch on the video game a little bit, that's something I've been working on for a few years now. I'm working with Accidental Studios. It's based out of California, and we've been working on a game called Subliminal, which is like a Backrooms-inspired psychological horror, like a really immersive type game. And it's something it's something that I've really been enjoying working on, and I was actually like a fan of the game like before I started working on it. So I found this game probably on like TikTok or something. It got pretty big on TikTok, got a few million views, and then I joined the fan Discord, and I hit up the team and was like, hey, I'm currently finishing my degree in music production. Like, I'd love to help work on this project in any way. And I went through a couple interviews, and they brought me on as a sound designer. And then probably like 6 months into my time working with the studio, I ended up becoming a team lead. Like, so I was like one of two people leading the audio department for the studio, and now at this point I'm actually the sole head of the audio department for Accidental Studios.
That's my boy.
I'm so proud, and I'm so happy to be where I'm at, because I definitely worked hard for it, and it's something that, like, I was anticipating, like, getting really excited for. Thank you. It's like it's a big milestone, like big goal that I have wanted to do. I've been wanting to work professionally in the video game industry, as well as do my personal music, and it's really cool to be able to do that. Like, I make a lot of really ominous, spooky, thriller, psychologically like enticing type stuff. I was actually just working on some music for like a chase type sequence, and so the production's been going for a few years now, and mostly because we want to put out a good product, you know what I mean? And not much else I can say besides it's coming soon, and I really hope people enjoy it, because our past like 2 trailers have gotten a couple million views on YouTube, and so I'm really excited to give people a good product.
That is super cool. That is super fun. I can't wait to play it, man. I can't wait to tell people that I know the guy that did this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's awesome. So, I mean, the resume keeps adding up. You hear it here. He makes sexy music. He's a young professional with a promising career. He's educated. He's on his way, and that's Versa. And then when you want, to take a walk on the wild side, or perhaps step out with Sancho.
Hey, Sancho, he's talking to you.
That's what I'm here for. I mean, you want a little bit of that low life, dark side, uneducated.
Yeah. I feel that. That's my type too, uneducated.
That's the first low balance.
It's weird, uneducated are the only kind that get with me. It's strange, but I like it. I'm embracing it. It gives me something to talk about, because I can teach him about everything. Like you in the park, like, that's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly from Caterpillar.
Right. It's the same thing. They don't believe me. All right, let's get back to it. We're going to play some music, more music coming up right now from HemLo and Versa as we round out the top of this hour. And then we're going to go into an entire second hour taking over the Sonic Moon slot. I know they came back for 1 week last week, but they're going to be gone again as we finish out this special summer series, and we couldn't be happier to stay and have the extra time. So we're going to do that right now. After this, a few messages from our sponsors and a few good tunes. We'll be back with Versa and HemLo.
Word.
Welcome back. Welcome to the side of our raging and roaring campfire. Once again, I am your humble narrator. I go by Adam Amoeba, aka your friendly neighborhood wolfman, and I am the host of a little radio program we call Tree City 1 AM, the 13th hour entertainment every Saturday night in Boise, Caldwell, and beyond, here on Radio Boise, KRBX. We're 2/3 about of our way through the summer, and we've been having fun with friends and family coming through, many of them musicians and talented individuals in their own right, and they've been coming to spend some time with us each and every Saturday night right here in the heart of Boise, Idaho, in the underground, literally and figuratively, of Boise, Idaho hip-hop, and the scene thriving, throbbing, living, breathing right now as we speak, all around us in the ether and otherwise. And tonight we have Versa and HemLo, two young cats that have been making some serious waves in the scene lately, with music that transcends the local scene because it's good anywhere it reaches. These guys are on the internet. I'm dropping some links in the chat. Most recently, one from YouTube. This was the video game we were talking about during the last mic break with Versa. Versa, I dropped this link. This trailer is the Subliminal official pre-release trailer. Is there anything we should we should say before I play a quick clip from it?
No, I mean, I think it'll speak for itself. It's a pretty cool game that, like I was telling you earlier, I was a big fan of myself before I got to be on the team. So I'm excited for it to come out. I know there's a lot of other people that are excited to play it and see what it's about, and yeah.
I was uninitiated, but I am familiar with some internet lore with the back rooms and kind of creepy stuff like that. And this looks like it's right up my alley. This looks like a rabbit hole and a half coming to you in some interactive form. So I dropped a link in the chat. I'm going to watch a quick few seconds of it right now, if you'll bear with me, because it fits perfectly with the theme of our Campfire Stories Summer Special.
Hello and welcome. I'll be your guide today as you venture back into your past and relive some of your most treasured and sacred core memories. As you embark on your experience, please try your best not to get distracted and let your mind wander off, as doing so can be dangerous and introduce unconscious, unregulated, and suppressed. You've made it to the waterworks. Please, don't be shy. Try out a few of those whirling water slides you loved so much.
I don't like water slides. I'm sorry.
You like these ones?
I've had nightmares about water slides my entire life. Oh my goodness, I don't like this video, guys. It's creepy. Check out the link I dropped in the chat right then and there. If there's a water slide, I don't trust it. I don't go down it. If I can't see the end of a tube, I don't enter it. I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. I haven't been many places because of this. It's a problem I have. I can't go through some doors. I can't enter some planes because technically they're just tubes with seats in them. If I can't see the back, if I can't see daylight on the other side, no thank you, no bueno, I'm out. So I do not know, honestly, if I'm going to be playing Subliminal, but I may continue watching the official pre-release trailer in my own time, and provided it's not alone. So check out the link. It looks pretty cool, man.
Thank you.
Were you responsible for any of the sounds that we just heard right there?
Yeah. Either I have made the sounds you've heard, or I've approved them in some way. I have a really talented team that works with me, and people from all across the world actually that work remotely on this project, and it's really cool to meet them and to get to work with their different styles and stuff like that.
And you drew some star power, a voice actor from Subliminal, you said?
No, this is, it's really cool. A lot of people have made comparisons to our games, which is funny because the titles are pretty similar, but the games themselves are very fundamentally different. And it doesn't help that we got the voice actor from that game, but he's just such a talented voice actor. And Max Howarth is his name.
Shout out, Max.
Yeah, he's just great. He's a really cool guy.
How deep into the game until you meet HemLo?
HemLo is there from the start. He's in the shadows, watching, waiting, plotting, scheming,
Playing a different game.
playing a whole different game.
He's like, hey, look, buddy. Like, I'm here too. Like, I'm here with you. We just both ended up here.
He's the unknown entity, man.
That uneasy feeling when you feel like something's watching you, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
And I am.
What did they call him in Minecraft? I'm too old for that.
What? HemLo, you the creeper?
The creeper, is that what they were? Well, cool, man. Yeah, no, that looks really, really awesome. And that's not all that you guys have been working on. I know that you guys have both had some projects in the works musically, which is super exciting because I can't talk enough just about how each and every member of the Farsighte crew is radio ready and talented out the gills, and it is like a sample platter, like to go through any collaborative effort that any of you guys do, or even throw, like, if you were to randomly go through a mixtape of the Farsighte catalog, it's like a box of chocolates, you know.
We actually got a couple playlists on Spotify and even Apple Music that are like our seasons. You know what I mean? We kind of break our time frames up into seasons. It's usually about a year.
Okay.
But it can kind of vary, and those playlists allow our listeners to have that variation, have the different styles to go through, as well as if they're a fan of one of us, then they become a fan of a few, if not all of us, which is really cool. Having that a sense of community to outreach our fans to each other. I think that's really important in independent artist communities.
And it just makes sense too, as we kind of develop our sounds and progress, all of us, to kind of separate the eras a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, I have noticed the seasons on your website. I think that's really cool that you do that, and it's a representative, you said, about of a year, roughly, give or take, kind of like a phase of growth, also.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, something I'd like to say on that too is that I really like to let my fans see the progression that I've made, because I think that's important. You could trash projects or take off singles that you think that aren't quite up to date with the stuff that you're doing now, but then people don't get to see where you came from and where you started. They don't get to see that every project got better, and your production, your writing, your style, whatever it is, it has developed over time. I think that's really cool to see.
I agree. In fact, this was unintentional, but we got Crevice in the house. Shout out Crevice.
Shout out Crevy.
Our boy Crevy.
Shout out Crevy. It was just his birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to the boy.
Happy birthday, Crev.
And he didn't tell me. Well, happy birthday, Crevice. Now we'll do something special for sure. I'll make it up to you, my man.
You old fart. Yeah, I know.
So yeah, we got Crevice in the house, and Crevice mentioned that he liked the mix of hearing your guys' music all kind of in machete order, just cherry picked as they felt right for the vibe of the show. and you guys were mentioning that it was from a little bit of all over on your career path, so new, old, kind of in between, but it all still sounds good, and that's kind of interesting that if you guys out there listening didn't realize, we were sampling from each one of those seasons, so to speak, or each one of those career phases, and they're all solid and they all hold up and they're consistent, and so it's cool because I didn't even realize that wasn't something that intentionally happened. I don't know if you could speak to something like if it, in your minds it hits you like, oh yeah, I hear that and that's from this era of, you know, like, or that's totally a me thing I would have done in my sophomore year of music making or something like that, you know. And I've been interested to hear from you, HemLo. I'm willing to look into the void that is the blackness in your eyes.
Open your heart, man.
Open my heart to the darkness you have to offer me. I brought a Ouija board, but we'll get to that later. In the meantime, tell me about kind of how you came on, your history, your origination. Like, you guys obviously work well together. We hear the result of that. One-time roommates, obviously have a rapport. But then again, you strike me as the lone wolf, man. You strike me as the phantom. You strike me as the phantasmagoria that's slipping between realms and perhaps, in and out of shadows. And maybe that's just the dark nature of your music, which I love and which, quite frankly, seduces me to the point I'd be wearing a sexy negligee and waiting on the steps of an ancient Bavarian castle, awaiting for you to come
dog in him
and take me like a wolf, and then I'll howl at the moon with you as you enter my mind and other things in some sort of a seance and ritualistic communion we have with entities there are no names for.
Get me going, man.
That's how I feel when I listen to your music.
It's a trance of sorts.
So anyway, what do you do for fun, and like what makes you want to write?
Oh, I mean, besides like sacrifice and and moon
And all
rituals and all that.
Yeah. Like just the taste of like pigeon blood. You just like love
goats usually.
Goats and carry on. Are you familiar with the tongue of rats?
Many tongues.
Are any of them
am I
rats?
familiar with? Could be a couple in there. Yeah, a couple
He
rats.
speaks in rat tone. I've seen it.
Would you care to right now?
Put me on the spot, I suppose, but fucking.
Oh no, I'm just.
And basically, what that is
What,
a.
just sorry. One more time. I'm gonna. Let's just hear that. Go ahead. We were getting all other audio cut out for those at home. This is. Go ahead. I hope and pray that no rats are listening. But if you are a rat, this one goes out to you.
Yeah, this for all my rats out there.
What'd you say about my mama?
It makes me hungry for a cardboard box. It's like being home again. It's like hearing my mother ring the triangle for dinner. Cardboard!
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding.
This may be our last episode.
No, I do want to talk about the origin story because that's a big part of. I mean, that's really the whole thing for me, where all that started, and I got to give credit to Versa because that's a big. He played a big part in all that. But I lived with the man. What, about 3 years almost?
Yeah, about 3 years.
I've known V for close to like 7 years now.
Yeah,
something like that. But but I'd known him for a while before we actually started working together, and
we were working together before we were working together.
We were working together before we were working together. Yeah, if you get me. But I worked with him for a while. Just our situations kind of aligned to the point where I moved in with him for that time period, and it was somewhere in the middle of that it was just one day I'd got back to the place, and he was working on something, and he was like, "Hey, give it a shot. Like, put a verse down. Let's see what you can do."
Man, I was working on the old Cheesy Mac, the
Yeah,
2008 Mac desktop.
Yeah.
You know.
The kitchen Mac.
The kitchen
The
Mac.
kitchen Mac.
When-
Good times.
'Cause we kept it in the kitchen.
I get you now, but on the back of talking about rats, and you said Cheesy Mac in the kitchen. You're working on the Cheesy Mac in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm a rat, bro. I've always been in the kitchen.
Everything's in the kitchen, man.
Can't
Yeah.
keep me out.
Yeah, I read it. Well, go on. Don't let me interrupt.
Yeah. Yeah, he just brought that to me one day. He was just working on something, and he asked me if I wanted to put a verse down. And I've always kind of been musically inclined with my family. All my brothers are in local bands around here, and I had always, I have some instrument experience. I've been playing guitar since I was a little kid, and kind of like dabbled with some other instruments. I always wanted to write, and I just never had kind of given myself that opportunity, taking that time. But he just dropped it on me one day, and he told me to put a verse down. I put a verse down. He had some help with that because that was the first lyrics I'd ever written at that point. But
I'm still proud. I'm still proud of that verse we made together.
Yeah.
Man. That was good.
yeah.
What track is this?
That's on Dumb, all capitals. It
Dumb
actually has
from Parlor
Crevice
Tricks.
on it as well. Yeah, that's off Parlor
featuring the
Tricks.
boy Krevy. But yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the very first song I made.
Crev actually made that really special too. Not only was it Lowe's first track, Hopping On.
Wired.
I mean, and this was only my second project. This was before the inception of Parlor Tricks. I was just making tracks after my first project, 143, and after Lowe got on this, that's when we actually decided to make it into a project together and make all these songs together. And we sent it to Vic, and he threw his verse on. But not only did he throw his verse on, he threw on this intro and outro of him with this like pitched up voice, going like, "Hey, Shotty, what's up? You know, like, how
The
you
whole
doing? You know." And it and then at the end he's like, "Wanna go back to my place? I got hot Cheetos. You like hot Cheetos? I got that Alien vs Predator on Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying?" And it just
Iconic,
made it, bro.
bro.
It really
Iconic.
just made it what it was.
Yeah.
I remember Lo and I sitting in the kitchen, and Vic sent it over. We're sitting at the Cheesy Mac in the kitchen, and let me preface this again. This was like actually in the kitchen. It's like on the counter. Like you had to pull up like a dining room chair to like sit at the counter to work at the. You know what I mean? We were making it work.
You could do dishes and make.
We're
a beat
both crowded
at the same
around on the
time.
counter, and we listened to it, and we're like, "What is this? What?" And then we listened to it, and it worked. It was good.
Oh, wow. I definitely have to go back and listen to that now. And, yeah, shout out Parlor Tricks. That was the image we used to plug tonight's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last collaborative HemLo Versa project.
So when you're just walking through the kitchen and your boy's like, "Hey, jump on this track," and it's the first time you've ever done that. You mentioned you were musically inclined and everything already.
Yeah.
But you said you wrote it, and so now we've spent the evening discussing the stylistic, what's the word I'm looking for, idiosyncrasies of each.
Big word.
Yeah, so, but each of you have your idiosyncratic style and flavor within Farsighte. We talked about Rhodazay, the one who's not here, definitely stylistically apart from everyone else. Crevice in the house, Wishy 6K in the house, both of you guys included. Let's not leave out Extract.
Can't forget.
You can, it's almost like when you reach the familiarity with Wu-Tang Clan or something, and someone who knows the know can tell you each member by their voice. You guys, you can do that both by voice and by style. And so if you're walking through the kitchen and your boy's just like, hey, jump on this track, he's a guy we now know is very unique and notorious for his style. You're a person now notorious for your style. Like, what's the jumping off point for that? How did you even go about that?
Well, I gotta kind of speak to some of my inspirations, but before that, it kind of, and that first tape, even like the first whole album, not even just that first song that I recorded, was very much just kind of dipping my like toes into the water, and trying out like different flows, different kind of approaches, registers, just kind of figuring it out and getting the sound dialed in. And as the time has passed, especially with like the new album Brain Dead, and with some of the newer stuff that I have coming out, I've kind of dialed into that sound that I've always been kind of wanting to make. And that goes back to my inspirations. What I really kind of started with, I was always just like a metalhead growing up. All the like heavy, dark stuff, that was my thing. And it wasn't only until probably like 10 years ago that I got into the whole scene, the game, the hip hop kind of rap stuff. And they both struck a really kind of personal place with me, and I related to them. And what my whole thing has been about is kind of opening up the bridge, kind of gapping those worlds and making a new sound very much with elements of both. But like with the song we heard earlier, Iker, we can like make jokes about all the the weird kind of stuff going on in there, but really what that is kind of opening up a window to a kind of a weird, dark place that I think a lot of people have and nobody really talks about. And I think that's kind of a beautiful thing, that you can open that up and be real and feel those things. And I think it's important, and nobody does it. But my whole goal is to kind of shed some light on that.
Well, no one does it better than you. Yes, all jokes aside, in all in seriousness, it's actually one of my favorite kind of angles or genres, specifically because yours, and that's why I do joke and call you things like the Prince of Darkness and things of that nature.
Mr. Low Life, the vampire.
Yeah, the vampire. Yeah, because there's seduction to the darkness. It's animalistic, but it's primal and it's pure, and it's affecting me right now, even as I speak about it. It's too late to be having these conversations, not as we quickly approach 3 a.m. But no, definitely, that's and it's one thing that I think you're absolutely right, and nobody really does it, and nobody does it quite like you. So we've talked about the past, we've talked about the present. We're going to talk about what's coming next, and we're going to hear some fresh tracks from both of you guys. We talked about these a little bit earlier off air, and now we have them queued up and ready to go. These are two new ones, one from each. HemLo on the back of that. Let's start with you.
Wired.
We're going to do the Matrix trilogy a little bit out of order. So this is Revolution from HemLo.
Yes, sir.
HemLo.
This one's heavy. As a disclaimer, the ideas represented in this song do not represent Farsighte or KRBX. These are strictly my thoughts.
Come on, man. We talked about
I'm
this.
looking out for you.
I'm going here blind here. Listeners at home, he said it best himself.
I can vouch for it.
He's good at introing tracks. What can I say? This is his own track. And
something people need to hear.
It's not whoop that. It's it's worthy of a disclaimer, so let's check it out. Right here, Revolution from HemLo. Never before heard, correct?
Correct. That's
Correct.
right. First time.
First time dropping. You heard it here first. Revolution from HemLo, Farsighte Music. Hello and welcome once again. You hear the crackle of the fire behind me. That means we are at the side of our virtual campfire as part 6 of our Campfire Stories Summer Special series. We're running long. I don't think we can wrap this up in 8 minutes. We're having too much fun. I'm willing to go as late as it takes. How about you cats?
Word.
Word. Now, we just heard 2 fresh tracks in a row. Those were from HemLo. The most recent was Voicemail, and the one before that was Revolution. HemLo, anything you'd like to say to speak on those tracks?
Yeah. First, I'll start with Voicemail. That was just that was the intro to Brain Dead, the latest album I dropped. And that one was kind of a heavy track, a good kind of emotional start to the whole project, which switched up gears pretty quickly. But if you've heard it, ow! And that was just kind of something that needed to come out. That was
The album or with that sound?
the Voicemail specifically, just that track. But that was something that I had debated even putting out, and it turned out to be one of my favorite tracks. But just emotional stuff that needed to come out.
Yeah, I like it very much so. I'm glad it did. I'm glad that you feel good about it. How about Revolution? We started that little mini set off with Revolution. What's the story behind that one?
Revolution is very personal for me, and that's something that I am not gonna like put down lightly, because that's a heavy track. It's personal to me, like I said, and it's something that I feel at the same time should not need to be said, but had to be said. There's a lot of things going on in this world that we live in now that just don't make sense to me, and it needed to be talked about. It needed to be heard. And it's just like I said, the whole disclaimer, it's just my personal opinion on the whole state of this place that we live in now.
I think one of my favorite parts of that track is the sample you use for the intro and the outro.
Yeah. Beautiful vocal sample on that. Shout out to Chase Bank, one of my favorite producers that I've used through YouTube. But
Oh no, I mean
the speech sample.
the speech sample. Yeah.
That man deserves an award. That whole thing came about. I had wanted to write this song for about a year now, actually, and I recently went to a protest with some of the things going on in America right now. But I went to a protest. There was a really powerful speaker, and he kind of said everything that needed to be said, and he put it so well. And I'm glad I kind of had the forethought to record all that during his speech, and it just made everything kind of come together with the whole track. That speech he made, and it was all in Spanish. If you can understand it, you will, and if you can't, I feel like it still kind of gets the tone across.
It gives me goosebumps.
And what he's saying really kind of hit me heavy while I was there, but it's just kind of at the same time like a call to stand together through the kind of the stuff that we're dealing with and be strong. And at the same time, it's a plea to see us and hear us and give us the humanity that I feel like should be a given, and it's not right now.
Word.
But yeah, aside from all the heavy stuff, that's a really personal track that I'm pretty proud of.
That's great, buddy. No, you did great describing it. I really appreciate that insight because I hope people now have the chance to go back and listen to it. We put a link in the playlist, and as well as all the tracks from this special edition of Tree City 1 a.m. That was Revolution from HemLo. And yeah, it sounds like some serious messages in there. So definitely go back and review if you didn't catch it at the top of our little mini set right there. And then voicemail as well. We're going to hear another couple tracks from HemLo after the top of the hour. In the meantime, we're going to shift to Versa, because Versa also had a new one that we're going to drop almost as a 1-2 punch with Revolution. This one is Reload, and this one is Versa solo track, similar to the HemLo solo tracks. So we've heard a little bit all over the map. Versa, what's a little entree into this one that we should know?
Well, I would say that it's a bit different from Revolution. It's more of a fun, boppy, like almost like 90s New York style, like boom bap rap track, mixed with like a little bit of, modern style. And it's kind of just, it was my debut back into doing serious writing in my rap genre work, because I kind of took a break while I was going through school, and I released a few singles throughout that time. But then now that I've completed that step of my life, I have more time to work on my personal projects, and I've been really excited because I've been having a lot of ideas, a lot of different things that I've been wanting to do. One of them, writing, some more rap music, which is really fun. I had a lot of fun, and have been having a lot of fun. I'm nearing, the latter side of my production on that tape, but I'm happy to be able to share this one with you guys.
Excellent. Reload from Versa coming up right now. We just heard some fresh tracks. We're over time right now, and we don't care because summertime goes all night long, at least where we're from. And that's right here in sweet Boise, Idaho, our hometown, our beloved, the cradle in which we prosper. We heard Too Cold from Versa. Before that, we heard Reload from Versa. And then earlier, you heard us talk a little bit about it. We heard Voicemail and Revolution from HemLo. So we're staying overtime now, and that means a good thing because now we can play more music. We are legally capable of playing more of your music, so we might as well stay a couple minutes extra. The fire is hot. The marshmallows are toasty. Rodaze's not here, and we can do whatever we want.
Can't stop us.
Can't stop any of us. I'm pretty sure HemLo doesn't sleep, so we're going all night. We got at least 2 more tracks we can play from each of you before the FCC comes and shuts us down because we're doing that Beatles on the rooftop kind of thing right now. 3 a.m. in Boise, Idaho. It's popping off. If you're not listening to KRBX Radio Boise and Tree City 1 a.m. right now, you are not in the know. You are not on the up. You don't know what's going on around here because it's happening right here, right now. And it's happening with my man, Versa, and with my man, HemLo. Do me a favor, HemLo. Is Wishy 6K still behind me?
Wishy in the building right here. He's right behind you.
Is he still a tack distance away from me
Yeah, he's pretty close. I would watch your mouth.
because Wishy 6K, I don't want you to take this any way more than the obvious. What I mean it right now, but I'm gonna do something, my man, and I want us to be good afterwards. Are you cool with this? I need to hear from my man Wishy. Are you cool with this before we play some more music
Say it.
from HemLo and Versa?
I guess so.
Say it.
All right, hang tight. This is happening right now in the studio. Hang tight with me. Versa, HemLo, feel free to narrate the action as I go off the mic for a quick moment. I'm going to leave you guys on.
In a world where a man takes off of his headphones, puts his keyboard slider into the tray, dips down into his magical bag of goodies and secrets where the knowledge of the universe is hidden. He grabs a Versa hat, removes the 6K hat from his scalp, and places the beautiful relic upon his crown.
I can't believe it. We're witnessing
Adam
history.
is now repping Versa. It is official.
That's right.
Take it off.
Atop my head now rests a Versa cap. But I want you to know something, Wishy 6K. And I want you to know it right here and right now. Which is my heart. Where's your hat? Okay? And I don't want you to think that any other thing is on my heart.
You can say listen to your heart, but I say listen to your head.
Stays right here. People think I have an overdeveloped left pec. Which I do.
Let it out.
So it helps to put the hat over it.
We're here for you.
To at least hide the nipple through my shirt.
Do you feel the power emanating?
It's 3 a.m. in Boise, Idaho, ladies and gentlemen, and you're listening to Tree City 1 a.m. and we're changing hats and we're changing lives here, right here, making history. Episode 6 of the Campfire Summer Special Series. I don't even know if I'm getting that right anymore, and I don't care.
Soldier died today.
I wish I had two heads. I could wear two hats. But there's more than one way to wear a hat. And that way is the Wishy way. Versa, what should we listen to next?
I mean, we're debuting new stuff. We're teasing stuff. I think you should play a little sample of one of the projects that I've been working on recently, which is called the V-Mixes tape. And V-Mixes was kind of born out of the idea of me wanting to remix some of the homies' songs, and that includes almost everybody on Farsighte. And this is something I plan to do in the future as well. This is just volume 1. But you heard Crates here tonight, and now you're going to hear the Crates V-Mix.
Coming up right now. Welcome back. That was the Crates V-Mix. Once again, you heard Crates earlier when it was solo by HemLo. And that was the Crates V-Mix. Once again, refresh our memory. We got a little bit of everyone on that track. Versa, you were talking about?
Yeah, so that was the Crates track by HemLo off of Brain Dead, remastered and with an added verse on it. So HemLo's second verse was actually removed with consent, of course. You know, I talked to all the boys about this. I didn't want to, you know, try to make something without their approval. You know, when it's working with their art as well.
Sure.
But I actually got a pretty good response. Everybody was really down and excited about the idea. And once I got started working, it was just, even more exciting because these are some of my favorite tracks from Farsighte to date. And it was cool to go back and, like, Crates, for example, didn't even need really much of a remaster at all. It was more, like these older tracks, like Not Much from Extract, and like Move On Again from Crevice, that are a bit older. That it was cool to, like, use some of the techniques and processes that I've learned in the past couple years on those, as well as add my own touch and add some of my own writing. Because again, I just love those songs, love the beats, and it was really fun. This one especially, I had a lot of fun with Crates.
We had a lot of fun listening to it, and I mean that in all seriousness. That I really dig it. Yeah, that was awesome. All right, we're going to close out with one final track. We're pushing it. We're about 20 minutes over the hour now. We're going to close it out. We're going to crash it out.
Thank you all for listening. This has been a great time.
Yes, more so than I crashed out a moment ago when I got a little bit upset about my head being unhatted for a brief moment. But it's safe and sound in the comfy and well-fit band of
Everything's in its rightful place.
That's right. That's right. We may pull a double-decker tonight. In fact, Versa, I hope you're very comfortable
Pop it on.
with 6K.
Wouldn't be the first time 6K was on top of me, if you know what I mean.
And I hope it's not the last either of you are atop me.
We stay unified here in Farsighte Music.
As a matter of fact, I look better this way. Crash Out, the track. HemLo,
Yart.
what's this track about? Give us the lowdown and send us home. This is going to be the last thing people hear from us for the evening until they see you in their haunted dreams.
Which will be very soon, I promise. This track is really... first of all, this track is part of a tape coming up. I'm happy to announce, and I'm very excited for, but a tape that I have been working on with the man himself, Wishy 6K in the building, and Rodazay, who unfortunately ain't here right now, but we kind of got together, and I had been a huge fan of the tapes they'd been putting out together, Mass Destruction, Eternal Damnation, and Everlasting Purgatory. But we had come together with one track and then just kind of jumped off of that, decided let's make a tape, and this is kind of the child of that idea, and a good intro to the tape, I think, which I'm super excited for. You'll be hearing that soon. And before we go, I want to give a big shout out to all the Farsighte fam, all the people supporting me. First of all, shout out Wishy 6K, Krevy in the building, shout out Giselle, shout out Callista, shout out D, shout out X, Farsighte, shout out Adam, first of all. And back home, shout out G Lungs, shout out Megan the fam, T, shout out Jay, Elix, he about to have a baby. Big up for the man. Shout out to Jean, my little mommy out there listening. Shout out to the family, Twin, he's coming home next week. And shout out to all you beautiful listeners. All right, that's it, Boise.
Yeah, happy birthday, Taylor. Happy birthday, Callista. Shout out, Jerry. Love y'all.
Shout out Jerry. Hey, Big Bear.
That's it. This is Tree City 1 AM. This is KRBX Radio Boise. And this is Versa and HemLo, special guest.
Word.
Special guest tonight. You want to hit me with that one more time?
Word.
And this is Crash Out. It's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun. Until next week, lovers, haters, and everyone in between, didn't know you was on keto, you bitch.